Bakole!
Yeah.
Woo!
Whoa.
The whole arena shook when he went down.
Wow.
It's over. This fight's over. It was one shot, one right hand. I didn't like the spots where Parker was trading up because, you know, and all of a sudden, maybe Parker felt the power and the strength and thought, you know what, I can't just let this guy keep walking me down. I've got to hold my feet here.
That's what we kind of expected. Bakole hadn't been training straight off the plane all day, but he did what he needed to do.
You say that, but I heard a lot of people online as well, fans saying, oh, I think...
In terms of behind the scenes in boxing, you know what it is, but good, well done, he did it. Because Bakole could have caused upset, but he did what he had to do and he did again.
You were ready to step in, yeah?
Yeah, we already agreed, it was all done, but obviously Bakole and Parker's a great fight, so that's the one that they decided to go with, or Parker's team decided to go with.
Do you still want to see Parker Dubois?
Yeah, why not? Do you know what I mean? It was meant to be today. Why not?
You should have. One round, 2? Yeah. I had Bakole gonna win by knockout.
You did say that.
Yeah, but you know what? Someone had to go on somebody's side. Understand? So.
I mean, Lawrence Bakole just said to me, we should have actually expected that because he's not been training Martin Bakole. Is that fair or?
Listen, he came, he got paid. He made more money than anybody else in less than 4 minutes.
It's quite a flex, to be fair.
Quite a flex. So he got paid, he came, and I'm happy for him, he got paid. You understand? If the fight went on long, I would have been more harder for him. But you know what? Good shout out to his corner, just put him out.
Just lastly, I don't know what's going to go on with this Usyk Dubois rematch situation, where that leaves Joseph Parker. Would you do a trilogy with Joseph Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Parker's trying to nuke. Oh! Bakole falls down! Damn! I didn't even see the shot that landed. He went down
came
like
over the top.
Tree.
What was that?
I don't know if he's getting back up.
He's up. He's up.
He's dizzy. He's in the corner.
Oh,
they call it. They call it. Round 2, Joseph Parker. Dude, show a replay of that one. Was that like a late? Did it come over the top? What
he came over the top, but I didn't see what hit him.
The camera shift right in time. What happened there? Wow. Wow.
What happened? I think he caught high on the head. I think he's temple.
The pair of them landed at the same time, I think, but Bakole went down. Yeah, Bakole's on the floor. He's climbing back to his feet.
Please make it.
He doesn't look good. He looks shaken. And
No!
That is bullshit. This is fucking fixed. This. After that, what the fuck is going on here? After the Hamza Shiraz fight early on, and the referees waved off already. What the fuck am I watching?
The trainer was up on his corner. To be honest, that landed high on the head, and his equilibrium. It had a delayed effect, and he just.
I think his trainer for ended it still.
Let's see.
If not, the referees are.
Why is your trainer ending it there, though?
What the fuck point in this?
Why is your trainer ending it there? Your man made it to his feet within 6 seconds.
After the shocking last-minute cancellation of Dubois versus Parker, the boxing world is buzzing with controversy, scrambling to uncover the real reason behind it. The news, announced by Frank Warren during the official press conference, was met with skepticism, with many seeing it as a blatant ducking attempt to make matters worse. Warren's explanation, citing sickness, raised even more questions. Despite claiming it was the main reason for the withdrawal, he offered no details on its severity or nature, leaving fans and analysts doubting the legitimacy of the decision.
on its intensity or nature.
Excuse me. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, Daniel's been evaluated by a doctor, and when we have more news, we will share it with you and update you.
Yeah, when you say he's ill, is it like a flu he's got? Or...
That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Frank Warren responded to the backlash over the last-minute cancellation, recognizing fans' frustration but insisting there was nothing he or officials could do once the Health Commission ruled a fighter unfit. While Warren publicly backed his fighter, he admitted the decision was frustrating for everyone involved. However, many noticed that in recent appearances, He seemed unusually solemn and frustrated, leading some to believe he isn't as supportive of this decision as he claims to be.
Very late this afternoon,
Okay, so it's been a stressful day.
to say the least. For the fighters as well. It's a shame for the fighters, for everybody involved, TV companies, and more importantly for the fans. Riyadh season, you know, His Excellency, everybody involved with this. We're all gutted, but what can you do? That's the world we live in. He's obviously disappointed. Everybody's disappointed. You know, it's like the biggest nights of their lives, these guys.
Joseph Parker seemed unfazed by Dubois' withdrawal, admitting that while initial disappointment is natural, there's nothing he can do. Wishing his former opponent a speedy recovery, Parker made it clear he won't let this setback shake him. After months of grueling training, he remains focused and determined, confirming he will still compete in the highly anticipated Riyadh event. Now, instead of Dubois, he faces a new challenge, Martin Bakole, his newly announced adversary.
If he is ill, hope he gets better soon, and I'm looking forward to Saturday and putting on a great show.
Things happen in life. It's not just boxing, in life. You got to adapt, you got to adjust, and you got to go forward no matter what. So I want to go forward, and hopefully he recovers and gets better soon.
Wasting no time, Eddie Hearn took the opportunity to throw shade at Dubois and Frank Warren, questioning the credibility of their claims. While he admitted that last-minute withdrawals are part of boxing, like Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield, he found Dubois' situation suspicious, especially since he seemed perfectly fine hours earlier. With his signature sarcasm, Hearn mocked the decision, suggesting that perhaps Dubois wasn't seriously ill, just taken down by a minor chill.
Dubois or illing him.
What's illing him? Is that a thing?
He's ill and then he's illing.
Yes,
he's been ill.
I know when you're ill, but I didn't know that when you're ill, you're illing.
All right.
I don't know the reason for his illing,
yes,
but clearly it's a reason to keep him out of the fight. So, you know, I think it's a bit chilly out here. It's been catching people out. I'll be honest, like, even last night, I got back to the hotel, felt a little bit of a chill. Luckily, I'm not in the World Heavyweight Championship.
But he stayed silent, offering no further details. After all, neither fighter is under his promotion. Eddie Hearn, however, saw things differently. While some may question the decision, one thing is clear: a newly crowned heavyweight champion, fresh off a huge win over Anthony Joshua, won't rush into a fight against an elite contender if he isn't in peak condition. Would you?
So, yeah, I don't know. But the problem is, if you've just won the World Heavyweight Championship from AJ, and you're under the weather, or you've got the flu, or even a really bad cold, do you want to risk it all against Joseph Parker and throw it all away? It's a very tough decision, but sometimes the fighter has to protect himself.
Meanwhile, with Dubois versus Parker off the table, attention shifts to an equally explosive showdown: Joseph Parker versus Martin Bakole. And here's the twist: Eddie Hearn boldly claimed this fight could be even more thrilling. Why? Because both heavyweights pack serious power and offer a perfect clash of styles. He also urged fans to see the silver lining. In any other weight class, this fight would have been scrapped. But thanks to unique heavyweight rules, this must-see battle is still happening. Who's your pick?
The fight's automatically off. The board would not allow it, but with no check weight and the heavyweights, you can come in on the weigh-in day. And Martin Bakole is on a plane, I believe, from the Congo today. I can't, yeah, it's just an incredible fight. May even be a better fight than the Dubois fight.
Fueling the excitement, Eddie Hearn once again backed Parker, praising his skill, relentless work ethic, and determination in the months leading up to this fight. But on the other side, he acknowledged Bakole's power, resilience, and standout performances. Still, there's a big question mark. With such short notice, is he truly at peak condition? That uncertainty only adds to the intrigue. Who do you think has the edge?
And it's full for Parker, unless he's in against one of our guys. But yeah, I mean, it's a tough fight. I think, to be honest, like, one of Bakole's weaknesses is his fitness and coming in at short notice. You know, but he's dangerous, and it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Echoing Eddie Hearn's excitement, His Excellency Turki Alashik believes this new matchup could be even more thrilling for fans, thanks to the raw power both fighters bring. Sure, the fight card has faced last-minute withdrawals and heavy criticism, but Turki remains focused on the bigger picture, even calling this fight an upgrade to the already stacked Riyadh season card. In an interview with Ring magazine, he boldly stated, "The card of the century just got even better. Now, with just one day to go before one of boxing's biggest events, top analysts are weighing in." Ben Shalom, who represents Bakole, revealed the behind-the-scenes negotiations that made this fight possible. Initially uncertain, he quickly stepped up for his fighter, only to see everything fall into place faster than expected.
As soon as we saw the news, I wasn't sure whether it was one of these, fake news type, let's build the fight type thing, because we've seen that with the Canelo stuff, and I was thinking, what's going on? So I said to the team, would we take it? And they said yes.
Wow.
The team, Martin's team, saying, go on, let's put it forward. So I got onto His Excellency. I said, we want the fight. And then we just got into it. Meanwhile, I'm up on the stage. The deal was done whilst I was in my chair over there. It was incredible, and fair play to His Excellency, because I didn't think we were going to get it, if I'm honest. And it's an unbelievable to take it on 2 days' notice. It's unbelievable.
Addressing concerns about taking this fight on short notice, Ben Shalom tackled the criticism head-on. He acknowledged the skepticism but made one thing clear: as a promoter, his job is to secure the fights his boxer wants, no matter how unconventional. He emphasized that despite the tight time frame, Martin Bakole has been training relentlessly for months, waiting for a golden opportunity like this. Now that it's here, he's not letting it slip away. This is his moment to shine.
Listen, I've always said if the fighter wants to do something, we're going to support them.
Okay.
And for me, it was all about, is Martin's mind right? Does he want the fight? When he's giving you no hesitation, it's 100%. He's sat up in the Congo thinking, this is it, this is it. And so there's no chance I'm standing in the way of that. And if he's ready, he's ready. And he's coming to win on Saturday night and shock the world.
Discussing how this fight will play out, Ben Shalom made his stance crystal clear. From the start, he believed that if anyone could stand toe-to-toe with a powerhouse like Joseph Parker, it's Martin Bakole. He added that if Bakole secures the win, the world must recognize him as a top heavyweight contender. Stepping in last minute and defeating one of the division's most dangerous fighters would be a statement-making performance. Is this Bakole's breakthrough moment?
We felt like the only 50-50, this card is about a historic card. This is about a 50-50 card, and for me that was the only fight to make if you're trying to do this. But for me, everyone deserves a lot of credit. Everyone's taking a lot of risk, but I hope Martin Bakole gets the appreciation of every boxing fan. To do this on 2 days' notice, a top 5 heavyweight like that, with a final eliminator around the corner, for our entertainment to add to the greatest card, I believe, of all time, he deserves absolutely every credit.
Another big name thrilled by this last-minute shakeup is Teddy Atlas. In a recent interview, he dismissed the idea that this change was a disappointment or downgrade. Instead, he called it a welcome surprise. After all, it's not every day you see two dangerous heavyweights collide, both determined to cement their legacy in the division. This isn't just a replacement fight. It's a war in the making.
Dangerous guy, you talk about, you would be disappointed. The air would be out of the balloon when you had such a great fight with Parker and Dubois that all of a sudden now it's going to be a downer. Guess what? It's an up again. It's up again because of who the replacement is. A guy that is just as dangerous, or at least in that neighborhood, but I'm going to say just as dangerous as Parker.
With decades in boxing and countless last-minute changes behind him, Teddy Atlas noted that replacement fights often fail to impress. But this time feels different. Martin Bakole isn't just stepping in, he's stepping up. Despite the short notice, he looks sharp and ready, a must on such a massive stage. Atlas also highlighted Bakole's hunger, explaining that after setbacks and being overlooked, he's not here just to compete. He's here to make a statement. Expect him to deliver the fight of his life.
You got deflated, and you were ready to, just, all of a sudden you're, it's there, because usually that doesn't happen. On most cards, the replacement would be a lot safer level, and not here. As something you might make an argument in some cases that the guy's hungrier, and we know how he can punch, we know what he did.
Along with praising Martin.
Beyond praising Martin Bakole in this explosive matchup, Teddy Atlas also applauded Joseph Parker for his resilience and sportsmanship. Despite a sudden opponent switch forcing him to revamp his entire strategy, Parker didn't hesitate. He embraced the challenge. In fact, he demanded an equally dangerous opponent, someone who could push him to his limits and help solidify his legacy among the heavyweight greats. His goal? Not just to be seen as one of the most ruthless fighters of his era, but as a warrior who never backed down, no matter how tough the fight ahead.
That's to Mr. Parker that he asked for it. That tells you all you need to know about Joseph Parker, what he believes, who he is, and what he wants to do. He wants to fight the best guy available. He was ready to fight the best guy available, the world champion. So give me the next best guy. Well, this guy, you sure? I mean, you want it? Yeah, I want him. He asked for him. That's all you need to know.
There's no doubt Joseph Parker is a formidable opponent, proving his toughness by accepting this massive challenge without hesitation. But with so little time to adjust, many in the boxing world, including fans, wonder if he can truly overcome a powerhouse like Martin Bakole, especially after training for a completely different fighter. Teddy Atlas weighed in, admitting this kind of last-minute shift would derail most fighters. But for Parker, a seasoned pro with an adaptable skill set, it might not be an issue. His training camps never lock into one style. He prepares for everything, a strategy that could be his greatest advantage. While acknowledging the hard work happening behind the scenes, often unnoticed by the public, Teddy Atlas emphasized how remarkable it is to orchestrate a fight of this scale within hours. A few years ago, something like this would have been unthinkable. This, he explained, is a testament to the influence of Riyadh's season and his excellency, who hasn't just secured blockbuster matchups between elite fighters, but has also unified promoters and organizers like never before. What was once a long, grueling negotiation process can now be settled in just a few phone calls. A true game changer for the sport.
But we forget sometimes the guy that had full-time preparation had a 2-month camp or maybe more. He was prepared for one specific, what you just said, one specific style. In some ways, it's an advantage to the other guy if he's in shape because he wasn't prepared for no style. So he's not locked into one style. He's been locked into one style preparation. Yeah, they got to adjust. Yeah, but a guy with the experience of Parker, that's the good news. And with the experience of his trainer, a former world champion and Olympian, and Andy Lee, that's the good news. They will be able to handle that adjustment better than a lot of people would.
Renowned boxing veteran Adam Smith was just as shocked by the speed and efficiency with which this fight came together. What could have been a last-minute disaster was expertly handled through the collaboration of some of the biggest names in the sport. Speaking on the fast-paced negotiations, Adam emphasized that not only was the fight arranged in under an hour, according to reports, but the opponent choice was perfectly matched. Martin Bakole isn't just a last-minute replacement. He's a world-class fighter who fits perfectly against Joseph Parker. This fight just got even more exciting.
Martin Bakole, and His Excellency makes the fight in minutes. It's astonishing. There was names like David Adelaide, Lawrence Okoli being banded around, but it is Bakole, and I think Bakole is a massive replacement and a fantastic one at 48 hours' notice.
Renowned boxing veteran Adam Smith was just as stunned by the speed and precision of this last-minute shakeup. What could have been a major disaster was swiftly turned around by the sport's biggest power players. Discussing the fast-paced negotiations, Adam emphasized that not only was the fight finalized in under an hour, but the opponent's selection was spot on. Martin Bakole isn't just a replacement. He's a dangerous, world-class fighter with serious firepower against Joseph Parker. If fans weren't excited before, they sure are now.
And look what's happened here. Daniel Dubois ill, our hearts go out to him. Joe Parker, what's he going to do? Who's he going to fight? Martin Bakole impressed His Excellency in America, what he did to Jared Anderson. And guess what? I think Turkey thought, I've got to have a big name, so this card remains the best card ever. I want Martin Bakole, and Martin
What do you think
Bakole
about
got
this
it.
unexpected twist? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more epic boxing content.
So for that fight to be the replacement, that's all you need to know about, really. The commitment that, you know, Turkey Al-Sheikh has to the sport, that the people like Spencer and Hearn and Frank Warren, that they're willing to put in a replacement like that.
He's only 60% fit, that's what Billy Nelson's saying, but he's ready to rumble Saturday night.